So this bad boy is the new Zwift Hub 1 turbo trainer, the latest addition to Shed 74. And no, I did not need a new turbo trainer. I did, however, need a couple of things to take part in this year's upcoming WKG Racing League. I needed a new cassette for my trainer. I needed, oh, hello, Obi. Come say hello. Needed a new companion for the videos. And I needed a new Zwift subscription, which I'd let lapse about 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. Oh, and as the plan was to use my gravel bike on Zwift from now on, I will have needed an adapter for the through axle on the back of the gravel bike to fit it to my existing trainer, the Elite Drivo. I'm pretty sure the Drivo came with that adapter, but I've had it 5-6 years now, and since unboxing it way back when, I have no idea where they are. So I'm hoping whatever has come in all these little bags and packets will be sufficient for dropping my Planet X Tempest onto the trainer without any problems. So this is the Zwift Hub 1, so named because of, I believe, this single sprocket little doodah at the top here. This allows me to run it without having to buy another cassette to match the existing one on my gravel bike, which is like a 12 to 40 or something like that. You simply use it as effectively a single speed, but with digital artificial gear changes through this little doodah. This is the Click. This will strap to my handlebars using some little rubber bands, and will allow me to change gear without the need to use the gear levers or any of the sprockets, the cassette on the bike. Pretty smart, assuming it all works, and based on my limited research, it does all work. Okay, that was relatively simple, which is handy because I'm a relatively simple man. The only thing that was a little bit finicky was actually an inherent issue with through axles. Just getting the wheel off and getting it onto the trainer is just a little bit fiddlier than I'm sure it is with a quick release. I just did a firmware update quickly on both the Click, which is sitting here on my handlebars, and the trainer itself. Very simple, just go to the companion app, the Zwift companion app, and as you can see, I have literally just launched Zwift, and it's detected the trainer for power, the trainer for resistance, the trainer for cadence, and after pressing a button just to wake up the control, the Zwift Click, it detected that as well. And so I'm just going to go straight into, I think it's Innsbruck I've got set. I'm not in my gear, obviously, I'm just in baggy t-shirt, tighter than should be jeans, trainers, I'm not clicked in. Right, oh, there we go. Alright, okay, I can already feel there's a fair bit of resistance there, and we're on the flat, and as you can see from the gearing indicator up there, I'm in 12th gear. Oh, there we go, yeah, so literally, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so smooth. So I've got 12 gears. Let's see what gear 1 feels like on the flat. It's going to be just spinning out, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. I mean, I'm not getting an awful lot of power, and I'm going to have to get my cadence up, but that is great. So I'm not touching any of the levers on the bike, but as you can see, I'm flicking up through the gears. This can be configured as well, or should be configured. I haven't put any effort into this whatsoever, as I'm sure you would have expected, so I don't know whether this needs to be set up specifically for the size of chainring I've got. And I have a very small chainring, given that this is a gravel bike, but straight off the bat, I mean, that seems to be a bigger jump. I've got to say that the jumps from 9, so this is where I think there might be a bit of calibration needed. 1 up to 9 were very small increments. 9 to 10, not too bad. 10 to 11 seems to be a big jump, and 11 to 12 further still. If I go down to 7, that's pretty easy. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to make them I've got, hang on, how many have I got? Oh my God. Oh, I take it back. Jesus Christ, I didn't realise I could go up to 15. I thought it was just 12. 16. Oh my Lord. Why would anyone want this? 17, 18. Jeez. 19, 20, 21, 22. How many? Does it just keep going? Get out of it. Look at this. 24. Right. Oh my God. Right, so that's sprinting gear. Alright, I've got too many gears. Hey, Olaf, thanks for the ride on, man. Yeah, see now, 13 feels really easy. Oh my God. Right, well, all this was going to be was how easy is it to set up, and my very first impressions. My very first impressions are, wow, and it just works. I mean, that is great. Look, I've just felt the gradient. What will be interesting is obviously my only comparison for this is a 6-7-year-old high-end turbo trainer. This is obviously a 2023 mid-range turbo trainer. So I don't know what the latest all singing, all dancing kicker bikes and etc. are like. But obviously they're considerably more expensive than this is. But my God, I mean, what I'm tempted to do is, because I can't use my road bike, I've basically retired my road bike, but I'm definitely going to be keeping the frame. But I don't need a group set, don't need a power meter. It literally needs to have a front wheel, a crank, a chain ring, and a saddle. Don't need brakes, don't need anything. So I might consider continuing to strip that down and mount it on here effectively as a single speed. So all you need to do is shorten the chain so that there's no slack, I presume, because the rear derailleur is completely redundant, as is the front derailleur. So I might actually do that. That way I don't have to fiddle about with putting the wheel on and off my gravel bike when I take it outside. But anyway, first impressions. Jesus, it's just brilliant. Things that just work, that's everything for me. I haven't got the time, the patience, the intelligence, the knowledge, the commitment to fanny around with loads of setup options and things that don't work first time out of the box. Tend to go back in the box, if I'm honest. I'm a bit of a defeatist in that regard. This just works. And do you know what else? I needed to do 2 kilometres to be able to register for the WKGRL, because at the moment I'm not categorised because I haven't ridden on Zwift for over 3 months. And I'm at 1.8 kilometres, so I'll have ticked that thing off in a little while as well. And just as well, because I don't think I could do much more than 2 kilometres, given how sweaty and hot I am, albeit not dressed correctly. But yeah, I can't really tell you any specs. I don't know what how do they measure the sort of upper limits of trainers? I can't even remember what they are. Is it in torque? Is it like Newton meters? But anyway, whatever it is, I can't tell you how heavy and how tight it would get, other than when I went into 24th gear on the flat. So it has got a lot of resistance from what I can tell. The other thing, actually, let me just test this. So I'm not going to pick on the Elite Drivo because it had a couple of faults, but reliability absolutely wasn't one of them. It was bomb-proof. Absolutely brilliant trainer from that regard. Where it did let itself down in 2 key areas. Erg mode, which I'm not even going to talk about. That was horrendous. But more relevant to me was speed of response. There was a considerable delay between me putting power down and it being recognised in Zwift. So sprints, etc. I always had that as my excuse as to why I lost sprints. So let's see what this is like. I mean, it's reading very quickly, the power numbers. So I'm holding it around 60, 65. Oops, jumped up a bit. Thank you for the ride-ons, everybody. Right, and I'm just going to crank it up now. I mean, look at that. What was that? Half a second delay? I genuinely think I was talking 2.5, 3 seconds possibly with the Elite Drivo. Is it Drivo or Drivo? I'm sticking with Drivo. Oh God, I'm sweating, look at this. Oh, that's it, glass is gone. Right, that's time to end the video then. I've done 2.5k, got a couple of nice ride-ons, tested this bad boy out, works just perfectly. That's all I can say about it. It just works. Brilliant. I am very, very, very impressed. Like I say, reasonable price, free 1 year's subscription to Zwift, and it came with this single speed, which is actually a 24 speed cassette on the back. What's not to love? So, well done Zwift. I can't read that, I've got no glasses on, but I think that's Vance Nile. Thank you very much for the ride on, dude. Right, I'm wrapping up, this is ridiculous. Thank you everybody for watching. I know it's not massively informative, but if one old man's opinion is anything to go by, and you need a turbo trainer, you can't go wrong. See ya.